He's one of the furthest. He's on the front lines for the allies or for the Axis. So
Oh, picked off. Domed.
wow, and there goes
Watch
one of
that
their
one.
leaders. That is a really big loss for the allies. That's one of the two leaders of the team down.
And once again, that same guy with the K98, same guy, same building. He's really covering a lot here.
Yeah,
He knew
PFC
exactly
Benton.
where he was.
Yeah, he is pulling his weight. He's not messing around. And this is just, it's getting worse and worse, I feel, for these allies. The Axis, they've got really nice buildings, really nice sight lines. And unless the allies can make something happen, I think they're just going to keep losing these small skirmishes. And all the windows of this building are too small for me to squeeze out of.
You can do it.
No, I can't. I gave up.
Just believe in that you could do it, and anything is possible.
If only Darkest Hour was a Disney movie, then I might have to agree with you. We're going to see some belief from the allies, belief that they can still win this one, because I'm not seeing anything from them yet. They're just not doing what they need to do to get the win. They need to make some, not only plays, they need to make some kills. It seems like their guys are just not properly predicting how much territory the Axis have covered. Everyone that's seen an Axis has been killed by that Axis, so it's not working too well for them. We got some more gunfire coming out now.
Now this I don't like to see. I'm back in that building where the Axis machine gun was in the beginning, and we got a guy with a masher, an MP40, and he's just kind of camping a door.
Well, he might not know where the enemies are, so
Well, of course he doesn't know, but you know, the guys with the mash gotta get a mash in. They gotta make some moves.
speaking of not liking what you see with the MP40, this right here, prone at the top of the stairs, it's just not the best position. Here we go. Now he's moving. He's being a bit more smart. You prone at the top of the stairs, you're gonna get shot in the hands. No one's gonna have a good
Gonna have
time.
a bad time.
Yeah. And wow, this is
I'm liking the patience from this allied tank.
well, the Allied tank has been uh, the superstar for not going too forward and going for the kill. When you know where the enemies are, like he has, and I'm sure the rest of the allies have, told him we've got access in this building, we've got access in this building, but he's waiting it out, and he's got to be telling his team, I can't move forward unless you tell me that there's no anti-tank. Even if they just clip me with one of those rockets, he could lose his treads and not be able to drive. He could lose his gun sight and not be able to aim. There's so many bad things that can happen to him if he gets in range, and he needs to get close to kill these Axis. So it's a risk reward for him.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he needs to do. So he's just gonna chill there and do that. We're looking at some allied movement at the church. We've got a little squad making some moves.
Yeah, and I think these are the guys that really need to make the moves. They've got a lot of guys over here in this church,
Yeah, they
and
have a crew.
I don't know what they were doing setting up in this church. Maybe when they had run their practice matches, people had pushed through their churches. Whenever you practice for one of these things, you see a lot of strategies that you can't just predict, and they might have seen a lot of people push through the church and get the win on them. So I think they tried to counter against that, but the Axis are having none of that. They didn't want the church. They don't want anything to do with the church. They're staying away from the church, and the Allies just got a huge force here that aren't accomplishing anything. At the end of the day, during these matches, even though this is a 60-minute match, if you're not looking at where the enemies might be, you're not accomplishing anything. Even just sitting and watching an area the Axis might move through would be a lot more beneficial than what these guys are doing. Just walking around AT guns and
It looks like they have a general idea of what they want to do. It looks like they're gonna work down this road a little bit, but they got to do that a little bit quicker. They're gonna make their moves swifter.
yeah, and I think that they don't understand. I think there's an invisible wall they're gonna hit right here. I might be wrong though. No, they can walk
No,
right through that barbed wire. Beautiful. They don't know
this is
because they haven't.
Darkest Hour, man.
This is
Fences.
Darkest Hour. Yeah. A barbed wire. Yeah, we will walk through it. They don't know the Axis tank is
Man.
watching this flank. The Axis tank is waiting for someone to try and do something like this. So This is extremely dangerous for them. And see here, he's very far away from where the allies are now, but if they keep going along this flank, they're going to run into him. And wow, what a slow-paced game, really. The Axis with some very quick moves at the start, but other than that, not much. And we've got the sniper here over on Axis. And this is Manson. He's up in a window with his sniper. And very new acquisition for the Axis team. Manson just recently returned to the 29th, and he's one of our star snipers. And wow, Private Lacey picking up another kill for the Axis. And we got some gunfire going on. It's been a while. Wow, more and more kills for this Axis team. The Allies just
Oh,
can't get
okay.
anything.
That flank crew, um, somebody got picked off in there, and now they're backing up. Now they're all scattered. They're running away. So
Yeah,
I don't know where he is, but there must have been an Axis dude laying in the bushes here somewhere, waiting for that. So
I
actually, really nice to predict that
I
move. That
found
was
them.
great.
Yep, there's these
Oh,
one,
here he is. Got him.
two Axis prone in these bushes, and the Allies ran right up next to them without even seeing. And
Yeah, right into them.
this is some of the fear of Darkest Hour. Some thick bushes that they're not solid. You can shoot through them, but you cannot see through them. And the Axis abused this, and when the Allies got too close, they got some free kills out of it. And
Oh my god. And those allies ran all the way back to church. They really, yeah, that backfired.
I think they had to. I don't think they could have pushed through there. The two riflemen are not a big force, but if there's two riflemen out on the flank, you're called out. Your flank's no longer a
Yeah, you're right.
surprise. They're going to redirect some people over there. And wow, I'm struggling to see what the Allies can do. I'm going to get a count to see how many guys they've lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys so far down from the Allies, so that's almost a third of their team. This is a staggering amount of people will lose this early.
Seer, give us an update. What are you watching? What are you looking at?
I'm circling around the church. I had noticed some Axis sneaking around it earlier from a distance. I'm not sure if they're making moves or not yet.
I think they might
So I
be
thought there might be some
content.
action out here.
I think they might be content to just sit outside the church and wait for the Allies to move out again. We have Private Lacey here, who
Yeah. Uh,
and
the Axis are very much in the safe position by just waiting. Allies are the ones who need to make some nice aggressive plays here to actually pick up the game. Or
yeah,
else they're just going to get, picked off one by one continuously like they have been.
and these Axis are actually playing a very dangerous game. They know there's allies in the church, and this church has 3 or 4 good positions that can fire upon where these guys are prone behind these bushes. So there's a guy with binoculars up there, or a guy with a scope up there on his rifle. They could get spotted out and they could get killed pretty quickly. There's no real solid cover here, just some bushes. That's not going to stop bullets.
We got an ally with an SMG trying to make plays on the cachette houses. Oh no, he's actually falling back. I didn't see the angle just quite right.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to one of those guys, one of the STGs, or sorry, one of the SMGs or one of the Brens to really make the moves for this allied team. I can't see their Enfields really getting enough done at this point.
From the looks of the allied team, they're probably going to regroup at church, either defend or maybe make a different play.
Well, they're going to need to
I
work
noticed a lot of
something
them
out.
are falling back. Church has essentially become the allied Alamo here.
Yeah, and it's really far away from their objective.
Okay, we got allies making a move here, down the road on the right side.
I'm gonna try and find these guys.
It's nice to see them actually on their feet instead of peering out of windows. So.
And they're getting shot at too. This is oh, they're moving
the
from
people,
Cachette.
they don't have an angle on them. They finally made the move that they should have made a long time ago.
Definitely,
This
but
is
it's
gonna
only
get
3
interesting.
Enfields. They're not going in with the big guns, and that's got to be worrying. You're going
There is
inside
a
a
guy with
building.
a stand around. I think one of them has a stand, no?
Oh, you're right. Here's the Sten with the smoke in the back.